Oh my gosh. She is pregnant with Don Lothario's baby. Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Heathwyn and we are back to continue our short lifespan legacy challenge in which every generation focuses on a different gameplay or expansion pack in The Sims 4. We're doing this to celebrate 10 years of The Sims 4, which that anniversary will be happening later this year. And we are starting out right at the beginning with only base game. And we are only playing with base game. I will have linked down below the rough rules to this challenge, as well as James Turner's directions on how to disable packs, which is how we're playing with just base game. And then every generation, when we add in a game pack or an expansion pack, we will be adding those things back into our game and slowly rebuilding our game back up. I thought that this was a fun way to celebrate 10 years of The Sims 4 and maybe appreciate some of those packs that we forget about, or ones that were so long ago I don't really remember all of the details of. So this is what we are doing. And our founding sim is, in fact, the first sim I ever did a legacy with in The Sims 4. It just so happens I had actually saved this sim to my gallery, and so we're playing with her. She does have a little bit of CC for like hair and like skin details and stuff like that, but for the most part, she's base game. Her name is Aster Flowers, and in our last episode, we've been working at trying to get Aster pregnant so our next generation can be on its way. We're doing this on short lifespan, so we have to hurry it up and get things moving. So we started off, we were trying to have her have a baby with Don Lothario, and who happens to be running by in the background there. But it turns out that Don Lothario has low fertility. And so despite all of the attempts at having a baby, Aster is still not pregnant. We also started this challenge with no money and a completely empty lot. So there's not much happening in this house right now. She did spend some time over at Don's and was working on some things there because, you know, he has a house. But I think it's time to move on from Don Lothario. He was never gonna be marriage material anyway, so I think we need to move on and look at another sim for Aster. And it is gonna be hard for her because she definitely has feelings for Don. She finds him rather charming, and Don is actually smitten with her. But things just aren't really coming together for them. Like, their romance bar is completely full, and it's just been really, really difficult. As, you know, she's trying to have this baby. He's not really cooperating with it, so it's time to move on. Now, she is friends with Liberty Lee, so maybe once she does her collecting, we can invite Liberty Lee over and we can talk to her a little bit about everything that's going on. Our other options, we've got Jay Huntington III, who's also non-committal. Now, I know there's a few other like single sims in the game that we could potentially look at, so maybe we'll need to head over and check out, I think it's one of the houses in Oasis Springs, where Jay Huntington lives. He also lives with a couple of other people that are single, so we could check out over there. Liberty Lee was who I originally like had my heart set on for her because Liberty Lee is so cute and they have a lot in common, but they just have neutral chemistry with each other. They're not really hitting things off. So she may not be the best option for Aster. So Aster does want to be a best-selling author. She has written a book and sent it off to the publisher, so she should start getting some royalties for that, which will be really helpful. And she's also in the writer career. She's currently a blogger. She does have to work today, so we may need to save going and visiting people until later this afternoon or when she gets home from work. But we can have her invite over Liberty Lee and she can kind of chat with her friend a little bit. And I don't know, maybe they can do some flirting and she can see if maybe something sparks between them. Wait, Liberty Lee is pregnant? Hold on. How did she get pregnant? Oh my goodness. Let's ask her about her pregnancy. I did not expect this. Who is the baby donor? It's nice of you to ask. I'm in my second trimester. I'm okay with having a child. Pregnancy has good days and bad days, but overall it's a beautiful experience. Who is she pregnant with? Oh my gosh. She is pregnant with Don Lothario's baby. Don Lothario, who Aster has been trying to have a baby with, and who was like, no, I have low fertility. He's gotten Liberty Lee pregnant, her best friend. How is this even possible? Oh my goodness, this is awful. Poor Aster. She's not gonna be happy about this. I can't believe this. You've got to be kidding me. Okay, well, we're gonna send Liberty Lee home. Forget that. Okay, we've got some time. Let's go and let's meet some new people, because clearly Liberty Lee is not where it's at. Okay, this is the household that I was thinking about. They're now the Vequez household. So apparently somebody moved in and got married. So let's go over here and we will meet them. We're wanting to have a baby with like the classic base game townies that are in the game, which is why I was like, okay, maybe Don Lothario would be a good choice, but maybe not. Okay, it looks like Zoe has married this Adolfo guy. And here's Jay Huntington. Let's say hello to him for a second. I find Jay to be rather charming. He's non-committal though, so I don't know that he is like the best choice. Although she's gonna go in and meet some of the other people. Okay, Gavin Richards lives here. Let's do a friendly introduction to Gavin and see how that goes. I mean, he's cute. Maybe this will be a better choice. Oh, that looked positive. Ooh, okay, Aster has a crush on Gavin and finds him to be an interesting sim. He thinks that she's funny, and she also thinks he's rather charming, and they're co-workers, so he is also a writer. Okay, so let's get to know him a little bit. We can discuss favorite authors. You can be like, maybe that's how she ended up coming over here, is because Gavin is a co-worker of hers, so she came over and they're talking about writing assignments and things like that. And she does seem to be happy. Although she's feeling embarrassed. Do they like me from interacting with a crush? It can be a little daunting to interact with someone you're crushing on. Aster is feeling a little insecure right now. What if she came across as stupid or boring? Aster just hopes they like her too. Their friendship bar is going up quite quickly. Maybe Gavin is gonna be the right one for her. They seem to be getting on really well. He seems to be interested in her. Maybe we should get to know him a little bit better. He is a bro. Let's ask him about his hobbies and skills. He's gonna be like, we recently moved to Oasis Springs. I heard you just recently moved in as well. And she said, yeah, I'm still like getting a feel for things and still getting settled. Money is really tight, so it's kind of hard right now. Aster starts work in a little while. Things are going really well with Gavin. Plagiarism accusation. A blogger for a competing site is writing post after post about how Aster stole his idea. In a few more days, this will be a full-blown internet scandal. Should Aster defend herself in a post or just lay low until it blows over? I think that with her being kind of childish, I think she would try to fight it. I think that she would push this and not just ignore it and let it be. She's really proud of her writing, and I think she's going to take it really personally that someone's accusing her of stealing their writing. So she's going to fight it. Oh no, Aster retaliates, but now it looks even worse. Maybe that wasn't such a good idea and a small performance loss, and she's feeling embarrassed. A blogging plagiarist. No, Donna, I can't talk right now. No writer wants to be seen as a thief, and a defensive one at that. Oh, that did not go well for Aster. Okay, she came home. She did not get a promotion, which I'm not really surprised given the way things went. But let's have her go out, and we'll have Gavin go with her, and they can interact with each other a little bit more. Maybe she'll go back to Oasis Springs, and she can try out... Let's go to the Rattlesnake Juice bar, and we'll have Gavin come along. Their friendship went up really quickly, so they really are getting along and hitting it off. I don't know if he's gonna like her or not, but it's worth a try. So she's actually gonna talk to him about what happened. He's a writer too, so he will probably understand this. He's gonna be like, I got accused of this, and I didn't do it, and I defended myself, and now things are even worse. And he's gonna be like, I know it seems like this is the death of your career, but it's not. This will blow over and everything will be okay. It just will take a little bit of time. It'll be all right. And I'm here to help you and support you however I can. And she really appreciates it, and he's giving her a hug, and he's like, it is gonna be okay. It really will be okay. And I think she's gonna flirt with him a little bit, because she does think that he's really cute. She thinks that he's charming. She's feeling really flirty because he is a crush of hers, and he is receptive to it, so he's kind of being flirty back. So they really have hit it off quite a bit. And even though they haven't known each other all of that long, I think they're both feeling a lot of connection and chemistry with each other. Oh, he's flirting back with her. She's like, I really do like you quite a bit, and I'm glad that we've become really quick friends and that you've been such a good support to me. And she has told him a little bit about what has happened with Don and how that has gone. And he wants to make sure that doesn't happen again. And he's kind of trying to reassure her that he really does like her and that he is interested in a future with her. But it is getting late, and I think we're gonna have her go home. And I think she's feeling a little bit reassured, a little bit better about everything. So let's get her home for the night. We have not written any books. We're not really doing very well with the whole writing thing. We've got to work on that. But we also need the next gen to be on the way. Right, it is now Saturday in game, and Aster doesn't have to work today. And I want to advance things with Gavin so that we can get the next generation on the way, which would be really good. But she does need to work on her writing. She needs to write one more book. So I think we can sell this stuff that she just found. And let's take her off to the library in Willow Creek where she can do a little bit of writing. And then later on, she can get together with Gavin. Maybe we can get a fully fledged house with like walls and a door and everything. One can dream. Right, so Aster has just finished writing her second book, so she's completed this part of her aspiration milestone. So now she wants to achieve level 4 in the writing skill, have written a total for 15 hours, and write 5 good books. The book she just wrote is excellent. Okay, we'll take that. Let's get her home, and she can get her book sent off to the publisher, and then I think it's time to go out with Gavin. Or maybe we'll have Gavin come over to the house, actually. Let's do that. Let's have him come over. And then maybe they can try a little woo-woo and see if we can get the next generation on the way. I mean, there's no walls, but, you know, who needs walls? We could actually probably put up walls. Let's see if we can get some walls going for Aster. Walls and everything. And she still has some money left. We love this. And now Gavin is here. I think she is gonna tell Gavin about the book because he is gonna be excited for her with this. To be like, I self-published another book and I'm really excited. And he is happy for her as well. He really has been a good support for her. And she's feeling really inspired. So she's asking him if he has any ideas about what her next book would be. She knows she's been writing children's books. I think she's starting to think that she might want to branch out from that a little bit. And he is going to encourage her to keep branching out, to keep trying new things. She is now feeling flirty from some titillating banter. And she really does like him quite a bit. So not just does she find him attractive and really charming, she just likes him as a person. Whereas with Don, it was a little bit more of like a physical attraction, but with Gavin, it's more of like a complete wholehearted attraction. I mean, they're good friends, they're flirty, and we're gonna have them try a first kiss. She's like, you know, I really like you. And Gavin is like, you know, at some point, I think we could move in with each other. And they're having a first kiss, and it's short lifespan, so we have to go really fast. Oh, and he's initiating flirtation back with her. I don't want to know what those handcuffs are about, but, you know, you like what you like. Oh, Aster, you know what? We're gonna do it. She's gonna be like, listen, I've had bad luck and I really like you a lot. Do you want to be my boyfriend? And he is all for this. He is 100% on board and he really likes her too. And maybe we can have a little bit of woohoo together. Don't eat a hot dog right now. I know you're hungry, but you're also very flirty and you need to do a little woohoo with Gavin, and maybe we can get this next generation on the way. All right, here we go. It is woohoo time. Oh my gosh, Don just showed up. They're woohooing and Don is here knocking on the front door. Aster never really broke things off with Don. She just kind of like ghosted him and started ignoring him. And he is here knocking on the front door while she is woohooing with Gavin. Oh my goodness. What is gonna happen? I think she's gonna need to confront him about this. So she's going outside and she just had some pretty awesome woohoo with Gavin. And she's like, you know, you led me on and you let me think all of these things. And in reality, you were getting together with my best friend behind my back. And he's feeling angry now because he got called out and he got caught with this. And she's just like, listen, we are not together anymore. It is time for you to go away. I am in a relationship with someone else now, and you clearly weren't interested in me, so you need to go. And Don, I think he maybe did have like a little bit of feelings for her because he is like kind of sad. He's feeling very sad about the way things have gone. And she's like, listen, if we are ever gonna be friends, you need to leave right now and think about this. And you should also probably tell Liberty what's been going on too. Now, since we have woohooed with Gavin, let's have her come and take a pregnancy test. And let's see if Aster is in fact pregnant. Oh, Gavin's leaving. Okay. She is taking the pregnancy test. She's wondering, did she get pregnant? She really does want the next generation to be on the way. We know that she's fertile. Oh, but this was not successful either. Oh no. She's feeling sad because she failed to conceive. She's frustrated by her try for baby failures. We know that she is fertile. And it could just be that like it was the first time she and Gavin had woohooed. And so it could be that a baby will be coming at some point. She is feeling frustrated by not being able to have a baby. And I think that it's compounded by the fact that she knows that Liberty is pregnant and has a baby on the way. And it was with the person that she thought she was going to have a baby with. And so she's really having a tough time with the way things are progressing and developing. And while she's glad that things have worked out with Gavin, she really does want this family. And so far it's eluding her. It's Sunday now, and Aster does have to work in about an hour. So she's going to be heading off to work soon. And I think that maybe when she comes back home from work, she can talk to Gavin again. Oh, he's going to come over and hang out. I mean, sure, you can hang out. I have to go to work in a little bit, Gavin, but you can come over right now and we can chat for a little bit before I have to go to work. I think she's going to ask him if he's interested in having kids. And she's like, you know, I really want to have a family. And he said, I would really like a family as well. And she's going to tell him, you know, I have really good fertility, but Don and I tried to have a baby and we didn't have any luck. And it turned out he was infertile. Do you know what your fertility is? And he's like, as far as I know, it's fine. And she's like, well, I do want to have a baby, but how would you feel if we can't about, you know, some artificial insemination? Are you up for that? Kind of a heavy conversation to have right before she goes to work. And so Aster has asked him this, and I think he would say yes, because he does want to have children too. So I think he would say that it sounds good to him and that they could look into it when the time comes. Oh my gosh, Liberty's gotten married. She's, oh my gosh. So Liberty is pregnant with Don Lothario's baby. And now her last name is Olivius. So she's gotten married and now she wants to know if she should hang out with Jeffrey Landgrab. I mean, I don't think I would hang out with Jeffrey Landgrab if I were you, but Aster does have to go to work. So let's send Gavin home and get her off to work. Hopefully she can get promoted today. That would be great because some more money would not be a bad thing. All right, Aster is back home. She did not get promoted, unfortunately. She also hasn't been reading books like she's supposed to be for her job, so that hasn't really been helping a lot. I think we'll have Gavin come over one more time and maybe they can try for pregnancy again and see how that goes. You know, they both have decided that they want children. He's come over already feeling very oh my goodness, he's just greeting her right off the bat with a kiss. So they are gonna try one more time to have a baby and see how this goes. She's feeling happy because she's trying for a baby. She really would love to have children. Gavin would also like children. So hopefully this can be successful. She's feeling pleasantly satisfied. That was a woohoo to remember. All right, let's get the pregnancy test going. You can eat salad later. Go take a pregnancy test. All right, this is the second attempt with Gavin. No luck. Aster is not pregnant. Maybe next time. Oh my goodness. Maybe we need to have him go have his fertility tested. Let's ask him. It'd be like, you know, we've tried a few times to have a baby and we're not having any success. So would you go and have your fertility tested and just see how it's looking? And maybe artificial insemination really is the way that we're gonna have to go. And he's like, yes, I will go check this out because I know this is important to you. I want to have children as well, so let's find out what's going on. Gavin has arrived, and hopefully he's gonna have the results of his fertility test in for her, and we can find out what's going on. So she's like, what did you find out? I'm really curious to know how it went. You know, we've been talking about starting a family. I know, like, we're still just dating, but it's something that we've decided we want to do. So what did you find out? And he said he has low fertility if the doctors are to be believed. Oh my goodness. All right, so maybe artificial insemination is going to have to be the way that this goes. But I think before we do that, let's have her propose to Gavin. Short lifespan, we got to rock and roll here. So she is going to propose to Gavin and say, you know, we've talked about having a family. We want to try artificial insemination, but I think we should be making this commitment to this next step with each other. Do you want to get married? And he has said yes. So they have become engaged. And we're going to try for pregnancy here one more time and see if this works before Aster has to go to work in an hour. Real quick woohoo before work. And still not pregnant. All right, I think artificial insemination is going to have to be the way that they are going to go. However, that costs a lot of money and bills are going to be coming due. So I think they're going to have to wait until, you know, things are a little bit more financially stable for Aster before this happens. Maybe another promotion at work, and that will be the cue to go ahead and try artificial insemination. The bills have arrived. They're only 170 simoleons because we don't have much of a house. So that means that she'll be able to try the artificial insemination. Okay, breaking news. Aster's boss asks her to drop everything and watch for a possible breaking news story, but they're really, really busy. Should she focus in like Aster's supposed to, or just go about her day and hope she catches it when it happens? I think that Aster would focus in on it. She's going to do what her boss asked her to do. That's kind of fitting with her personality. She really wants to get this promotion and really wants to advance her career. So she's going to focus. Oh my goodness. Typical, it was a false alarm. Nothing happened. And all that time waiting, Aster could have spent writing and a small performance loss. Oh, good grief. Aster is not having any luck. And now Liberty is calling. Okay, you didn't hang out with Jeffrey Landgrab. That's good. Okay, and she did it. She got promoted to a freelance article writer. So she needs to be level 3 in the writing skill, which she's level 4. So this is good. This person has just shown up. Okay. All right, with the money from her promotion, I think we need to have her get a desk and a computer so that she can do some more writing at home because she hasn't been writing the way she would like to. And then once that's sorted, then maybe she can try the artificial insemination. So Aster was able to buy a desk and an inexpensive computer for her to work on her writing with. And she is very much interested in trying out this artificial insemination. She's already talked to Gavin. He is on board with it. And so I think, let's see, does she work? What time does she work? She does work tomorrow. So maybe she can head over after work with Gavin. Maybe he can meet her there and they can try the artificial insemination and see if we can get the next generation here. In the meantime, she is going to write because she does need to write. She's going to try to write some poetry and see how that. Oh dear. Okay, before you write poetry, why don't you fix the sink? Don't replace the sink because you need all the money you can get. But fix your broken sink. She's wanting to branch out a little bit, and Gavin encouraged her to do so. So we're going to try some poetry with her. You know, maybe Aster is going to use this chance to write some poetry about some of her fertility struggles, her relationship struggles that she's been encountering in her life. She is still young. She's still a young adult, so she still has time. But she's going to kind of use this medium as a way to kind of help herself through the situation. All right, Aster has woken up a little bit early so she can get herself ready and continue working on her poetry. And she has finished writing the book. And she's going to get that sent off right now to the publisher and see how that goes for her. She does have to work. She's going to be having her first day as a freelance article writer. And she's called Gavin and he's made plans to meet her at the clinic after work so that they can try for some artificial insemination. All right, so there's three options for artificial insemination. There's a low chance of success, middle ground, and highest chance of success. Since we know that she is pretty fertile, but we're not quite into the like we need to have a baby right now arm of things. Let's try the intrauterine insemination, which is like the middle ground. I'm hoping that maybe because she is pretty fertile, it will take, and then it leaves her with a little bit more money left. If this doesn't work, they're gonna have to wait a little bit to earn a little bit more money before they can try again. So we're gonna have her do that. Okay, she's back home. She is wondering if she will be pregnant, and I think we are going to have her go and take a pregnancy test right away to find out if the insemination worked. Fingers crossed it all worked for her. Okay, here we go. She's waiting for the test results. She's probably feeling really anxious. Did this work? I spent a lot of money on this. I hope that it all goes okay.
Oh,
And I think this is a positive. It is. It is. Aster is pregnant. It worked. The insemination worked. A child is on its way. She's had a successful insemination check. She is texting Gavin right now to let him know the good news. Oh, and he wants to come over. He heard and he's like, I am on my way. And so she is going to get to break this news to him and in person, and he's going to be really excited, I think. Oh no, he's feeling sad about something. Okay, let's come and share the pregnancy news with him. He's kind of sad about something. So hopefully this will perk him up. She's like, I have got something to tell you, and I hope that you'll be okay. We did the insemination, and it turns out that I am pregnant. Oh, and he is happy. He's very excited about this. Oh, look at that. Look at how cute that is. He is so excited to get this news that she is pregnant and expecting this baby, and this is going to be just a wonderful thing for both of them. And I think with this news, the Aster is finally pregnant. Our second generation is on the way. We are going to wrap this episode up here. Let me know in the comments below what you think about Gavin as a partner for her. I think we'll give him a makeover. They are engaged now. I think in the next episode we'll have them get married and he can move in, and maybe we can have like an actual sized house, and that will be good because there is a baby on the way and the Flowers family is growing. Also, pop in the comments below some names that you might like to see me name this child. The theme is flowers, so think about flower names, pop those in the comments below. Boys, we could go with something like trees or something like that for boy names, just because a lot of flower names tend to be a little bit more feminine. So give me some name suggestions down below that kind of fit the whole flowers theme. And with that, we're going to end the episode here. Thank you all so much for watching. If you like this video, please do like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!